And to finish it off, let's do our spin venture. Starting passive, we get a lovely Eye of Turtle short fuse. Now, Eye of Turtle is very good for trying to hit assemble nonsense. So I'm kind of tempted to take that, try and force assemble stuff. I do think short fuse is just the best passive there, but I mean, look, it's Eye of Turtle first passive. Like, you're going to get so much value out of that over the course of the run. Surely it just gives us the orbs that we need to have a good win condition. Like, it's surely just really easy to find, like, echoed nonsense. And as long as I'm doing echoed nonsense, I'm pretty sure I'll be winning. If I have a good enough deck. Whoa! I am actually a pretty big fan of this map. It's much more of a Peglin map than a Spinetta map, but we can still work with that quite easily. I think it's just pretty good all around. Spinetta generally has a lot of tempo and can kind of ignore an early store and fight as many bosses as they want. Like, I'm pretty sure the one time I tried to do, what was it, 4 Elites Area 1? Was a Spinetta, Spinetta run. Alright, good stuff. I collected my cash that I wanted and then I got out of there and hit the bombs. 29. Question is, realistically, it's better for me to go that way. So I will. Sure, let's do that. I don't know why I was thinking I wanted to go right. I guess it just looks a bit neater. Good stuff. That was actually a really good shot. I was hearing the bounces and I was just like, the shot that I just shot should not have done that. Like, I was not expecting it, to say the least. 63. And let's finish up. The Electromagnet, not bad. Look, that is pretty decent stats for now. Because I definitely want to consider just buying an orb early on to get some more power. Let's just get a good crit hit. I can worry about getting a bomb afterwards. If only I could hit that bomb again. The problem is I have no clue how to do that. Close. Exceptionally close. So surely I can just do a shot like this and it's just gonna miss. Let's aim a bit more like this, eh? Because I would really love to hit this bomb. This is not the friendliest map, and if I can simplify it like that, I certainly will take the opportunity to do so. And let's finish things up. You don't get to have your fun. I took my one hit this map. Now let me claim my passives. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Orb on Spinetta, like if we find a enhance, that is insane. Getting so much value from that. There are just a few ways it can hire off. Filibuster. Our AoE is looking already much more decent. We took the bubble because it's really good AoE. I imagine it's going to work out. Depending on what boss fight this is, it could also be extremely handy. Yeah, it's extremely handy here. We also get to destroy this peg. Destroying this peg on this map is actually so insanely valuable. I'm really happy we picked up that bubble, to be honest. I'll certainly consider upgrading it more now. I want more bomb hits. Like, now we can't just pop out even when we do get the refresh. That is really nice to see. How do I think I can do that? That is the question. I think I can try. I definitely can't do it, so it has to be this. I think that was... Oh, wow, perfect. I mean, what more can you ask for, eh? This map has just been completely closed up now. Oh, we missed the refresh fully. Well, I'm fine with that. I'm just in a very, very solid spot, but I'm just fine with that. He's literally dead, wow. Okay. And this is why we picked up the bubble. It's just gonna simply work out because our passives were just... Oh my lordy. Boomy versus Recon. I think they're actually of equal value, approximately, but I will just take the Recon and now we can definitely hard focus upgrading this bubble because it is going to work out, simply. Question mark? Yes. Not the best. Would have preferred to get a level 2 bubble duplication, and I do now lose the damage boost, but pretty sure it's just fine with... God, our refreshes are stacked. Pretty sure it should just be fine with Recombobulator. I think this can get a kill. Perfect. And this can also get a kill. Yeah, we just get to kind of mow through the enemies now. I believe I'll do one upgrade. Which sounds worth. Yeah, good. I can get one upgrade. Oh, you know what? I actually won't. That's because I'm busy taking a potion bolt. Yes, potion bolt for a bomb comp. Sign me up. Gives me healing, gives me multi-ball. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff I want in a bomb comp. Also, we're going to a store, so we can very much high roll there. Okay. Definitely not ideal. We've kind of been setting ourselves up for other fights. Very much so. But I think we should be able to kind of melt through them a bit. We're just definitely going to be taking at least 1 or 2 hits. Oh, I was hoping I would hit that. Yeah, it probably wasn't worth it, was it? Oh, the turbo was actually not bad here. Very good shot there, at least. Yeah, this is just unfortunate. Close. But I'll take it because he's now just dead. But yeah, obviously, I would rather have more health right now. So there's not much else to be working with. But we got a Bombula. And Bombula is just incredible. Yes, this is like safety. Reuse is also insane. But I think it's just Bombula, especially since look at the passives we get in this store. Bam! Okay. I'll take a Hero's Backpack. It's honestly not even that bad. And a fresh bandana, that is actually really, really good. Reaction's also extremely nice, especially when we're going into a Betsy. And stuff was also not bad. You'll notice there, that was actually on purpose. I did remove the pebble, and not the terrible, on purpose. I made a distinct thought. I thought about it. You know, that's more than I've done the past few times where I've removed a pebble immediately. Well, that was a simple fight. I'm not complaining. Alright, no enhanced, which is unfortunate. But we do get to claim Potion Bolt upgrade because I think I want my max health, my health back at this point. I lost a very decent chunk to the Minotaur, which is not a surprise, right? I was very much hoping to not get that fight. Ever since I picked up the Bob, to be honest. Yeah, just keep it up. Just trying to hit the bombs on the right-hand side, and then I'll shoot on the left-hand side where the refreshes are. And reclaim all of my bombs. That sounds just like a pretty good idea, doesn't it? And that time is now. Perfect. Yeah, I didn't shoot straight at it, but I did actually shoot to bounce into it, and bounce into it I did. Although, not the one that I was actually trying to aim for, but it's all good. I'm perfectly fine with that trade. It takes 1 turn on reload. Maybe I should have hit that refresh, to be honest. But yeah, because Minotaur just slapped us around so much, we are on pretty low health at this point, but it's still just pretty fine because we're good like that. Simply. Alright, nice. We are just trying to do bomb spam stuff, so we will be taking the fresh potion. I'm not impressed with these options. I'm not impressed with Mask of Breath. I cannot really take it. Cursed Mask is not an option. Defresh Potion is honestly just not good. And Unpretentious Amulet for +2/+0 is somehow the pick. I guess not really. I'd rather just not take a passive. I'll take it. Fine. My crits can refresh, but apart from that, I guess they're not really actually doing that much for me, and it's better to just take the +2%. +2. Well, +0. Yeah, so that we get really good consistent damage like that shot, but unfortunately it wasn't quite as much as I would have liked. So it's a bit boring, but I'm definitely just going left. I kind of just need to prioritize removes massively right now, because my deck is really good. It's actually just insane. My orbs that I have and the passives that I have just align perfectly. The only issue is I actually can't really shoot my orbs very consistently, so I need to get that fixed by heading to some stores. That's a Shock Absorber. Take one Shock Absorber. And I guess I'll be saving my cash for a bit. I had the level 3 Potion Ball, which was the... Like, Potion Ball is just such a different orb when it's level 3 compared to level 1. So that's definitely the biggest priority. Okay. Let's see what you can do. Damage is not the most handy, but I do appreciate the healing for sure. that many bombs. That was probably a really bad shot. I kind of forgot about the fact that bombs are just really, really good. And I was trying to do a normal bulldog shot where you're not trying to mess up a normal pick. Also, I need to hit a refresh. What do I mean? Control. Whew. Bonk, and then Terrible actually deals damage. That's one of the nice things about Spinfection originality. And also, I guess, the fact that we have +2/+0. Alright, lovely. That is most certainly it. Jesus. Alright, lovely stuff, Splatter. Lots of cash. Look, Inferno is technically valuable yet again, but yet again I also do not want to take it. Fine. I want to heal, but also it's not worth me healing if I'm going to be losing health like that. That is exactly what I want. One more, and then I get my Spinfection originality benefits back on that, which is only +1 damage. But okay. Random navigation into that. I'd rather get one choice passive, thank you very much. The choice passive is not very good. Decoy Orb's actually not that bad though. I think it's definitely Decoy Orb there. Oh, let's hope that the next door has some better stuff for me. Just +1 turn is fine though. It's nothing crazy. Alright, Bombula granting me a whole extra +1 bomb here. Amazing stuff. Should at least be pretty nice in the crossbow fight overall. I'm kind of worried about the crossbow fight, to be honest. If some of the fights before the crossbow fight are a bit messy, it might actually be a bit painful. But for the most part, we do have just a really, really good setup into it. Look, I think this is probably the best way to guarantee it. That was apparently not the best way to guarantee it. This is definitely the best way to guarantee it now. The question is, when do I actually take this shot? Because I like... Not then. Then, I guess. A bit more house loss there than I would have liked, but we continue on. Oh, perfect. Nice. That was the only reason I was considering taking Heal 6 per reload instead of Decoy Orb, but against Crossbow, if you don't have Round Guard, one of them is certainly much better than the other one. Strange Brew, not that handy. Please, 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 just one bomb passive. No bomb passive for me. Okay. Well, that's sad. But ambidextrony is not bad at all. Refresh yield. Oh, that's insane. That's so good. Oh my god. That's just so nice. Actually, just incredible. Don't need you to do anything. Actually, we'll just wait. Let's try and get some bomb value first, since my reloads are just pretty solid. And getting some bomb value, reloading, and then shooting the potion ball did sound better, but that was before I kind of nuked them all out of existence. Unfortunately, I really wanted to heal because I'm at 58 health right now. I'm just going to press that heal button, which means I can't upgrade. Let's see, please do not make me lose health. Oh no. How are you meant to navigate through this map? That's what I want to know. Because I kind of didn't pop enough pegs to actually set it up well. Potion Bolt should be able to claim me one more. That's what I'm hoping. I think this is an ideal start. Let's just get the bombs flying. I think Shock Absorber is going to be our damage source this match. And yeah, missing on Short Fuse and Enhanced it every single time, that was really unfortunate. I would have thought that, I would have seen it in at least one of those, but I guess not. Okay, we are getting there. I want those bombs back. They're just so much damage for me. Okay. Yep, it's always just correct to pick up Shock Absorber. Good to know. And you're dead. Maybe I should have tried to greed a little bit more cash, but it's fine. I want to get some more bubble upgrades just because they're pretty low leveled right now, and you can tell. You really can tell. Constricting chains. I mean, yeah, it's definitely constricting chains. Not too happy about it, but it's also just pretty good with a lot of the stuff I have. I like my navigation. I don't like that. We don't yet... Because I turned down the Heal 6 per reload, we don't yet have a very good matchup into the end. So unfortunate I have not managed to find any of the classics yet. Although I think this next shot should be pretty cool. stuff. And then I would reload and get a little bit back. Yep, that's fun. That is very fun. Well, there's 2 more stores. So, look, if I can't find it in 2 more stores, like, hello? I'm just talking about one of them, by the way. Yes, both of them would be amazing, right? But even just one of them would be... that's tempting, that's tempting. Man, wow. I don't even have that many passives. The quality I have is actually very good. I think I might pass on these, considering the fact that, you know, I have no crits on the board. Oh, wow, that was fine, but... Okay. Still need more removes as well, which is why I'm also so happy to just prioritize the shops. Because got a lot of orbs in my deck that I don't really want to be shooting, and the ambidextrony is helping out massively, I will be honest. But also, ambidextrony would be pretty amazing to just zero cycle on. Yeah, it would just be incredible to zero cycle on. Actually, I could. Oh my god. I could do a very fun cheer strategy if I get the opportunity. And I will if I get the opportunity. But it kind of requires at least enhanced debt. So if I get enhanced debt, then I will remove the shock absorber from my deck. And the Coin Dragonfly is going to be very, very funny. I'll keep it at that. Maybe I would guess what I'm planning on doing, because, you know, like I'm removing the shock absorber to my deck from my deck, which is probably a sign of what I'm trying to do. But I don't know, that sounds really funny, so I want to try it. I'm probably trolling a bit because now my navigation here is miserable, but I got a cookbook, so it just doesn't matter. Nice. Yeah, maybe I troll a bit. Yes, okay, perfect. Fine. Go ahead. I just took that flyer. Okay, I'm just going to take another flyer. I really want to get to this store, but I guess it's not worth too much health. I did actually aim for that bounce, and it wasn't good enough. Okay. There is just... Well, I really did not make things easy for myself. Surely, right? No. Alright, surely this time. Now. Surely. Okay, thank you. Perfect. I wanted to get here because... Oh my lord, nothing? Well, heal 1 per reload is valuable enough, I guess. But man, I wanted more. And then we are definitely taking the remove, and that's it, because we've got a store literally right there. And at minimum, I want to buy 1 remove. And potentially 2 passives, if it's got the passives I want. There are also a lot of passives I would also just like to get, but you know, whether or not I see them is different. And they're also just nowhere near as high, as much of a priority as the usual suspects. Oh man, that's quite rude. I want my board refresh, thank you very much. It turns out I don't function too well when I can't access the refreshes. Luckily, it's generally pretty easy to do so. Oh, did you really just give me this fight so my navigation is perfect? Oh my god! Oh, there's 2 navigation in a row that I've somehow managed to pull off. I don't know how I pulled off either of them, to be honest. Alright. Oh, well, okay. It's coming together, so you're telling me I have to remove 1, 2, 3 more orbs if I want to pull off this combo? That is a bit rough. A bit rough indeed. So instead, I just do the thing, right? Yes. I can't remove 3 more orbs. So what I was planning on doing is I would have had only 2 bob-orbs in my deck, which means whenever I load the bob-orb up, I'm getting more bombs on the map. And so then I just spam discard. And then against Coin Dragon, I have it so that the entire map is just bombs. And that was the whole plan. I think it was going to be pretty fun, but unfortunately I kind of need to get insane events here if I want to be able to pull that off. I don't really think that's going to happen, so I'm just going to play for the summoning circle nonsense, because that is certainly the best thing I can be doing right now. Still, if I can get some removes here, that would be incredible. I will actually remove half my deck if given the opportunity. That is a mimic, cool. It's been a while since I got in this fight, so I'm definitely not complaining. That was a pretty good first shot. There's a reason why we added Potion Book to our deck. And there's a reason why we took, what's it called for it as well? Constricting Chains. Like, sure, it wasn't exactly for Potion Ball, but it's pretty damn good with Potion Ball. Alright, nice, we did a really good job of collecting cash there. Giving me 2 whole upgrades. Wow, the value. Salt Shaker. Not bad, that is so fun, I love that. I still have 0 greed, so yeah, okay. But yeah, no, we can just blind the Coin Dragon now. Literally 0 threat in this final boss fight. Which is what you like to see. Well, let's try and line up our Bob-Orbs. So we have 2 maxed out level... Oh no, we only have 1. I'm not gonna have anywhere near as much cash as I would have liked. Oh wait, one more question mark? Surely, right? Surely. I'll also take a move. That's another elite, sure. I mean, look, in two question marks, I got two elites, effectively. That's cool. No, no, Mimic just counts as an elite, simply. It's just an elite you can get in every single area. Okay, wow. Yep, that's pretty good. Honestly, the great stuff there. Oh my god, oh my lord. That is so good. I'm just... I don't have Short Fuse somehow. But I have everything else, pretty much. Apart from all the damage increasing stuff. This... Is he just... How much is this first shot? Isn't he just capped on Pollution? I mean, on blind? Yeah, he's literally capped on blind first shot. Jesus, man. Oh. 241 blinded infection. That was more debuffs than I got in my in my round run. That was a thing. Well, that was a very fun end game. No short fuse, but apparently I just didn't need short fuse, which makes sense, right? Like, Jesus. Okay, yeah. I think just maybe I was correct about the starting hype total. The quality of stuff I found this run is just off the charts. Like all these bubble ups, summoning circle, potionable. The shock absorber was very handy. It actually got me 3 RE2. I probably would have lost without it. Um, yeah. Oh my god, the starting hype total was totally the correct call. What was the other option? Oh, hold on. I just remembered what the other option was. Oh my god. Well, okay, maybe I've total wasn't the correct call, but let's be real. Did I even need the short fuse this run? Like, okay, it would have been really nice, like really nice, honestly. But because the enhanced stat was so delayed, and short fuse is it has very good value early on. Maybe not the best, but um, wow, that was just insane. I'm really happy, by the way. When I saw the option for, and I had a bubble in my deck at this point already, the recombobulator or the double bombs when they spawn on. I was actually seriously considering the double bombs when they spawn on. I was just like, this is better at burning out basically all of the enemies in the game. But one of the enemies, which I was kind of scared of and why I didn't want to take it, is because it's really not that good against Coin Dragon, especially compared to Recombobulator. And so, yeah, I mean, Recombobulator remains to be one of the best passives in the game by a long shot, especially when you're playing under Cruci 12, which we're not going to be doing for any more runs of the tournament. But this run certainly was. I probably should have picked up Heal 6. I don't know. I think DQO was safer, especially since I was versing Crossbow. I kind of needed safer. But Heal 6 would have worked out so well there. Wow. That first boss passive was not interesting at all. Really not what you're looking for on Spin Inventor. And, yeah, I almost got punished for it. Area 2 was much more painful than it needed to be than like a real passive. Like, imagine I'd gone Constricting Chains there instead, right? Like, that would have been so good. Although maybe I would have missed some navigation, but it's not like the stores even had anything good to give me anyway. Three filibuster as well for early on was just so good. But yeah, this for a run that was this much of a stomp at the end, Crossbow and Minotaur got shockingly close to killing me there.